Hey, No Frills Hi-Fi back. Today I've got the AIYIMA A07 MAX. This is it says on the back, 300 watts by 2 channel at 4 ohms in stereo mode amp. You can also run it in mono mode, which is kind of cool. With that, it'd be 600 watts at 2 ohms. I don't really usually get into specs a whole lot because specs don't really tell the story, but if you want to know more about it, it is on Amazon for I think it's like $91.99 right now, and it's Prime eligible. Of course, if you want to run it in mono mode, unless you excuse me, unless you just want to listen to one speaker, you probably need to get 2 of them. But the cool thing about this is that you can use it with just one, and then if you decide you want to upgrade, you can always get the other one later. So it's kind of cool to be able to do that. Give it a little bit more versatility. Let's go ahead and get this open though. Always make sure you use a rusty pocket knife when you open any electronics. Just kind of adds to it, But let's see, so right away we've got a warranty card, instruction manual, which I probably will be ignoring for the most part. Stickers, always good. And we've got the power supply. It is the typical 2-piece power supply here. Nothing fancy there. And that's pretty much it for the box. So let's take a look at the amp itself. Alright, so pretty typical of these smaller amps. You've got volume control in the front. It does have a nice clean, crisp click to it, which I like. Very smooth. It does also have what looks to be 2 little lights right here. One says mono, one says stereo, so it probably knows how you plug it in. Then you've got, of course, your power port, speaker ports, and auxiliary port, which is 3.5 millimeter for an aux cable, and then you've got your RCA inputs. This is not a phono preamp, so if you're gonna do something in with a turntable, you are gonna need to get an additional phono preamp. I do really like their connectors. These are pretty typical that you'll see with like Fosi Audio and a lot of the other brands. They're starting to really step up their speaker ports, which I like. You can use banana plugs with it. You could unscrew it and use a spade plug or a spade connector, or you can just stick a bare wire through the hole and screw it down. So a lot of versatility there. I really like that they're starting to do this on some of the entry-level amps. There's also a switch on the bottom here that you need to pay attention to. That I said earlier it might automatically select. I just noticed there's a switch there. That's where the instruction manuals really help. But there is a switch down there for stereo versus mono. It looks like it comes in stereo mode, so if you're buying 2 of these, you do want to remember to switch that switch over. It's got 2 little feet, got some holes for ventilation in there. It is a metal case, which I really like. Not a fan of the plastic stuff, although the inside's what's really important. But the metal does kind of help as a heat sink to keep it cool. It's got some venting on the sides as well. Looks like it's pretty well made, though. I mean, it has some weight to it, for a tiny little amp. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this thing will do. I'll do a review where I actually play it in both stereo and mono. I actually did get 2 of these from the manufacturer so that I can do that, which is pretty cool because typically the manufacturers, they only like to send you 1. So that was really cool that AIYIMA did that, to be able to actually show what this thing can do in both stereo and mono. So I'm interested to kind of see the difference. I'll be using it with some vintage speakers, some Sansui speakers. So they're rated to, I think, 90 watts if I'm right, but they, So certainly stereo would work with it, but mono, typically you get a little bit nicer sound to it. So yeah, we'll see what it can do. Yeah, check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and that way I can get more stuff to test. And we'll catch you later for the review.